The Nativity Story, a few words about that, with Oscar Isaac as Joseph. Critics have not been very kind to this somewhat modest movie. Modest in that it's not really it has not really made a splash at box office or otherwise. It's one of many on the subject of the birth of Christ, what happened before that and a short time after that. It's the subject of the season, at least for the Christian world, and therefore there will be a few movies on this. I expect to see again Jesus of Nazareth with Anthony Powell, the actor, not the writer. By the way, in case you didn't know, Anthony Powell, this is a glorious, divine author. A Dance to the Music of Time, with 12, no less than 12 volumes, is resplendent, spectacular, divine work, which I have been blessed to finish. But let's return to the Nativity, which is paramount importance again for this part of the world. Well, in fact, my limited knowledge of the Islamic faith would tell me that even there it is of a degree of importance, since they have, coming later, 7th century, 630 something, Muhammad, prophet of God. There is only one God, Allah. Muhammad is his prophet. That's most important statement in Islam. But they have adopted important figures from the other religions, although of course Jesus doesn't have the status in Islam that it has in Christianity. It is one of the important figures. A prophet, I guess, is considered for by Muslims. So we have Maria, who is supposed to marry Joseph. She is to be given to Joseph to live with him in 1 year from the moment when they announced this. The parents tell her, Joseph, aka Oscar Isaac, is a nice man. But however, what happens is the famous Immaculate Conception. Which means that before she is allowed to have carnal relations with her would-be husband, Maria is pregnant. And the parents are, of course, more than worried, in that they think some Romans took advantage, abused, raped her. That territory is under Roman rule. We have a little background in this movie, others of course, on the Roman rule of period, what happens in this territory, and the fact that this is considered unpardonable. There is a moment, there is artistic license, of course, and we don't know the exact date, we don't know the exact year when Jesus died, from what I know. But people in the community wanted to kill Maria for what happened to her, with stones. Lapidarium, something with lapidus, stoning. Anyway, stoning. What comes to mind for some silly reason is the stoning in Monty Python's Life of Brian, where it's treated like as a joke. The character played by John Cleese, well, he plays many characters, but one of them takes this fellow to be stoned, and he's threatening the poor prisoner, who responds at one point, "What else? I mean, what do you want? I mean, you're gonna stone me anyway. What threats? What threats you?" He doesn't say these things. I'm not quoting. I don't remember the dialogue, but that's absurd and funny. But then, in the crowd, there are women who are not allowed. These were the ages when women were kept almost as servants, out of men's business, so to say. And some of the women are played by the terrific Monty Python team, the best comedy team ever, period. Terry Jones who has recently died, unfortunately. May he rest in peace. Is one of them. Are there any women here? No. And finally, John Cleese, his character is stoned because, well, that's comedy, and you have to see it, and you can look for it on the internet, and you find. Now, returning to the Nativity Story, Joseph dreams and has a nightmare, and in this nightmare, he's pushed by the crowd, and finally he takes a stone himself, but just as he's ready to throw at his dear would-be wife a stone, he's waking up. And he will be gentle, he will be helpful, he will be a strong support for her in any situation as they travel. For instance, I remember the scene surely mentioned in the Bible. That's what they got their inspiration, their script from. I mean, they cross a river, and a snake comes along, and the mother of Jesus is falling in danger to die, drowned, because she falls from the donkey, the ass she's riding on. So, considering the subject matter, this is a watchable movie, even if not one of the best ever made.